fungible, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, so that's what we sing. Zero holders, that's what we sing.
Good morning, guys. Matt Brown, Rare Pepe's dude. Are you talking about all those sales? Are you talking about birthday? Yeah, dude, it was a cool milestone for Rare Pepe's yesterday. Definitely get a hit on that today, actually. But Rare Pepe's turning 8 years old. Man, you love to see it. Guys, sorry for the late start. A little later than usual. Usually a couple minutes late, but today a little extra. So apologies. Ready to get into it, though. Probably ready to start the new schedule tomorrow. Yeah, Cats, exactly. Yeah, it's just picking the right day. Monday, Tuesdays are crazy. It's probably tomorrow, and I'd say at the latest, it's definitely this week. I can tell you that. But it's probably tomorrow. Just a couple little things to get situated. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. Like I'll tweet out, Cats. You'll see a tweet from me officially, and I'll probably do like a video here announcing it. I'm not just gonna have it switch without a heads up there. So that's your heads up that a heads up is coming. Anyway, guys, smash the like. Make sure you're subscribed here to Inside NFTs. And again, to catch those updates, make sure you're following me over on xhuda_idiot. Guys, let's do this. Let's do some breaking news. Yeah, some breaking news to start the morning here, guys. It's been a week of, I hate saying rugs because you know what I'm referring to, and I don't consider it a rug, nor do I consider this a rug, but it kind of borders in that territory. Guys, the grapes. That is one of the darling projects of the past, let's say 12-ish months. Was it before that even too? I'm not sure. It all starts blending together. It's a big old blur. But on the grapes who are Animoca did launch that massive grape token. I think at one point, market cap guys, market cap I think was over 100 mil at some point. That's a big project that really never seemed to get going. And so I'm surprised to see so soon, without hitting any major milestones, that they're done. Now done. Not totally accurate here. Somebody from the community, it sounds like, is taking over, and they're taking over all the NFTs. They're taking over the Grape token. They're taking over the socials. So the team that initially put out the Grape project, who was building this, they're out. Interesting stuff. I'm hoping for more details there as we get them. Obviously, we'll cover that here. All right, man. I'm dead. I see you here. Good morning, by the way. We are miners. Dude, I'm excited. I mean, I'm being a cornball saying it, but I'm actually really excited to be doing this. I'm curious if you ended up getting your stuff rocking. But the Pond0x decks, people were up all night long waiting for this bad boy. I'm telling you, space is cooking almost around the clock. Polly kicked off a spaces. No promo, like the man does. No promo, no nothing. 1,800 people in his space, listening to music, hanging out, having a good time. Man, the energy there is something special, and you don't see it in other place. You just don't see it here. You don't see it. That's a special character, a special dude. And I think, and I hope, this is going to be a really special platform / deck. So it is live now. You can begin mining, although it's not, how do I say it? It's not like fully activated. It's not fully live. You can go ahead and kick off a miner. You can give it a little boost if you have a little patience here and do some refreshing. But it is really live at this point. We'll start seeing our hash rates. We'll start figuring out rewards. I will definitely be getting into how exactly this works. Again, once I wrap my head around it, it's, oh, bummer, Choina. Okay, interesting. We'll see if we can find anybody that's got more details. Choina's saying he still can't check in. Neither can Dead. I don't think he's scamming. I don't. But I mean, yeah, we'll certainly see. Maybe we'll touch on this more a little later. I don't want this to take the whole morning update, but I guess a little more patience there. Hopefully it's all cool. we'll move on. We'll move on to some other miners then, guys, which is Bitcoin miners. Interesting chart here. Unfortunately, there's no date range, so it's hard to really make any kind of comparisons here. But interesting seeing we just got through what seems like the largest stretch of miners selling off their Bitcoin. This is showing miners' position changes here. Again, context, date range, time frame, any of that don't have it. But just visually looking at it, it looks like miners were exiting a lot of their Bitcoin positions. All price of Bitcoin's going up. Extremely bullish for some potential here and what's coming on the horizon, hopefully very near future. Pretty great to see, pretty damn exciting. So thought that was pretty interesting, guys. As is news that the SEC, man, not supportive of SAB 121. Now, this is a bill that allows regulated financial institutions to custody crypto. And the SEC does not want to allow that still, guys. It's interesting. Signaling on one hand, maybe not the SEC signaling, but the government signaling on one hand that they're turning pro-crypto. But Nate, I think, is saying this perfectly. There's no crypto pivot here. None. There's no actual, I don't know. There's no friendly gestures. There's not actually anything happening here. If we looked at ETH ETFs and how quickly that turned around and was approved as evidence that things were changing, we're saying that it had to. Bitcoin set the precedent. The SEC couldn't deny the ETH ETFs, probably without making a stronger case that they were securities, and they just couldn't do it in time. That said, nothing has changed. So who we get in office this fall maybe matters. Well, I guess we'll touch on that at the very end, but tonight's a big night, potentially. Potentially. It's the Harris Trump debate. Looking forward to that. I may actually stream it, seeing if Joe actually wants to do that too. Maybe this is a reason why they're still so anti-crypto, guys. The SEC has made $4.68 billion from crypto firms this year. It's certainly paying some bills, keeping the lights on. I don't know, but it's a lot of money they're getting from this crypto crackdown. Probably super incentivized to keep this going. You know, sometimes it's that simple. Taking a look at the crypto market here, guys. Bitcoin at 57K, ETH at 2,300, Solana at $135. Looking decent in the green today, up 3-4% kind of across the board. Again, looking really nice. Hoping that was the end of our our short downtrend there. Onto the ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, 28.6 million in inflows yesterday. So nice to finally break that trend of outflows. We did finally have inflows yesterday, not a ton, but we will take it. On the Ethereum side, no such luck, 5.2 million in outflows yesterday. So still waiting for that turnaround over there. Onto the NFT market, we saw 10.7 million in cross-chain sales yesterday. So sales up decently from Sunday's low, 7.6 mil. Unique sellers were also up, unique buyers up, transactions up, everything was up yesterday, except trade profits deeper into the negative yesterday, negative 794,000. Again, I like seeing it above that million threshold or below. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't like seeing it at negative 1 million. So we're still not quite there. Hopefully we remain below that, above that, again, in negative, so whatever. But you get what I'm saying. Oh, today, by the way, already 236,000 in the negative. Top collections moving this market. CryptoPunks, man, had another one of those days where you just say, man, are we back? And you know my thoughts. I think we're back. But Punk's certainly back on top of their throne at the top of the collection rankings here. 3.2 million in sales. We'll get to some of those big sales in a moment. But they're followed by, I think that's Pi BRC 20s. I'm going to skip them because not your traditional NFT. We have Guild of Guardian Heroes, Sorare, Dozuki, Pudgy Penguins, Bitcoin Puppets, Node Monks, big story there yesterday, Doodles, D-Gods, and we'll actually push Mutant Ape Yacht Club up into the top 10 to replace the BRC 20s there. And there you see it. There are your top NFT sales in the past 24 hours. The top 15 NFTs that were sold, guys, they're all CryptoPunks. I do want to mention you see some Bitcoin shrooms on the rankings here. Yesterday, we saw a big sale, and I mentioned it was probably a loan, not a sale. It was actually a sale. Really nice. I think 1.4 or so Bitcoin sale. So really big sale. But it's CryptoPunks time in the spotlight right here. So let's focus on that big sale. So on top of good volume, a bunch of sales, a couple really big ones. We have Punk number 9368 selling for 550 ETH, guys, 1.3 million bucks. Man, if you're on Spaces over on X, you can't see it, but it's beautiful. It's a zombie hoodie Punk, couple rare traits, couple desirable traits, really great Punk. And then we saw Punk number 6634 selling for 300 ETH. That's 687,000. Interesting story with this guy. Okay, this NFT, this specific punk has a clone. You might recognize it. It's D's. I don't know if they have the exact same traits or if there's one really like minor different trait there. I'm not sure, but I think they are basically twins here. And the new buyer of this one coming out and saying he's an informant, which is interesting. And I'll tell you this, as of right now, people actually believe the guy. So it's an interesting story. D's changed his PFP. Half playing engagement farming, but for now maybe wasn't digging the storyline. So D switched back, I think, to his Bitcoin puppet. We'll peek at that on Chain Reactor. But anyway, again, really big punk sales. But also a milestone yesterday. I love this one. And again, it's good that people already recognize this coming into the show with people mentioning it. Matt Brown actually calling this out yesterday, the 8-year birthday of the Rare Pepe's collection, the Nakamoto card being Rare Pepe #1. Man, that's a grail. That is a grail of grails in this space. In a space that doesn't have a ton of grails, that's certainly one of them. So happy birthday to Rare Pepe's. And they saw some volume yesterday. I don't know why by the way, I didn't see this on CryptoSlam. I'm gonna have to double check. Make sure the tracking on that collection's up to par here. But on the Emblem Vault marketplace, 100 ETH in volume. So pretty great day there for the Rare Pepes. People celebrating. Guys, I just kind of want to double check because 100 ETH puts it around. It would put it probably around number 5 on the collection rankings. Were some wash sales rate. That's the things we have to figure out. Maybe. I don't want to say that yet without checking, but maybe should have been up there. We'll see. I'll check into that later. Now, not going to put much time into this one, but this was the biggest. Was it the biggest story? It was the biggest drama yesterday in the Web3. It just was. I'm talking about the Leonidas versus Raktoshi, the big spaces yesterday, hosted by my buddy English. Shout out English if you're here. But man, over 6,000 people tuned in. It was hot. It was a spicy spaces. A lot of accusations. This wasn't a friendly thing, although I think it ended on at least a decent note. I will say, man, I don't know Raktoshi. I don't know Leonidas well. I like Leonidas. I like all the hosts of this show. I got not good vibes from the Raktoshi dude. I got bad vibes from that guy. I'll just say this. I automatically believe the stories people have put out there. People like Casey and Casey's, I think, girlfriend, Erin. I believe their stories, and listening to him talk, I got a good feel for people. I do. And hearing him talk in the way he was trying to play victim with certain things, I got some bad vibes. And Leonidas is so passionate about getting this guy out of the space. Yeah, it's probably something to it. Anyway, hopefully we're past that. I'm going to try my best to not cover anything related to this and the decentralized FUD. Although Henry should be on the afternoon show today, we'll have to address it to some degree, but I think we're turning a page here with all that stuff. Moving back to the good stuff, guys, the building. And it's interesting, the stuff that's actually happening right now, that's cooking, that is being built, what direction we're going. And part of it is very mainstream, consumer crypto-friendly stuff. We're getting news now, and I think we already knew this was coming, but that Pudgy World is going to be on Abstract Chain. It's not surprising to me, although I guess we thought it would be on that ZK Sync, right? I guess my understanding was that. So it is possibly a change that it's coming to Abstract now. But keeping our eyes there, I think that game's got crazy potential for onboarding people. You don't need NFTs to play it, but your NFTs get you traits in the game. I think there's something special there. So watching that. But really, guys, we talked about doodles earlier in the week. We just mentioned Pudgy Penguin. So IPs a play. Content creation is as equal as a big play or a big part of this space here, especially going forward. It's part of some of the realest stuff here, that already has appeal, that already is seeing a product market fit. And to that end, guys, the Solana platform Drip announced they raised $8 million here. Again, this is a content creation platform. Content creators, artists, musicians, whatever, can share their art, their content directly with their fans on this Drip platform. It's just a sign of where this space is heading. I like it. I've tested out Drip. I should say I've poked around on Drip. I like where they're going. I think it's the right chain. They got the right culture over there. So keep your eyes on those kind of things. But also, man, this is a big one. Rug Radio. This might actually be a Decrypt product. I'm not sure which it is. They're kind of all one and the same at this point. But announcing Myriad Markets, and this also is in the world of content creation. This also looks incredible. Myriad Markets, this is kind of the convergence of social media, content creation, news, and then, guys, I'll play the trailer, or at least have it on in the background, prediction markets.
I think this is brilliant. Always felt this is the way the space was going. I'll say this too. You guys who've been paying attention to, Matt Brown, thank you for the correction. 100 ETH in the last 30 days, guys. That's on Emblem Vault. Thank you. That makes a lot more sense. If you're paying attention to the CryptoSlam ecosystem and the upcoming blockchain, this is something, I'll say at the very least, I've had in mind as what makes sense to be on that chain. Given that we have content, given that we have news, given that we're going to have all kinds of data on chain, prediction markets fit right in there. So seeing this, not surprised. This makes sense. It's the direction things are heading in. But this is huge for those guys. Tons of respect for them. GG's. I am excited for this platform. Probably want to see how I can get involved, but love it. Check out Myriad Market. You can sign up for their beta now. It looks phenomenal. Really, really does. So GG's to Farouk and crew. More on content creation. This one, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea at all, but the ApeCoin influencers house. Man, okay, you see like the phase house, right? Dude, again, it's not my thing. But if you're younger, this is probably like super normal. This is in content creation, I guess it's normal. Influencers like buddying up, being roommates together in a house. It feels like old school, like Real World or something like that. I don't know. But all these guys like living together, making content together. I think even guys like Thread Guy was doing it before he joined that phase house, right? I think he was rooming with a couple other content creators. So we're going to get an ApeCoin influencer house. Beanie had tweeted out like something like ick. I kind of lean that way. Also, who cares? Let people have fun. Let people make money. Let people do their thing. Just be aware that's coming. That's definitely coming. Yuga Labs, also what's coming there is Dookie Dash, going to be a week later than they initially said. So initially was coming out in 2 days, pushed now to the 19th because they have a big potential marketing platform, or I should say partner. And we don't know who that is exactly, but Garga said it's pretty darn big and you're not going to risk. Basically, if you have the opportunity to get them, you're going to delay to try to get it. So who could it be? And is it going to be worth the wait? Probably, even if it doesn't come through. For what the potential sounds like, yeah. So heads up if you're looking forward to Dookie Dash, you got 9 days from right now to go. And then back to Trump and the Kamala Harris debate tonight. I'm looking forward to watching it. You can already go on Polymarket and place your bets here. As far as what are they going to say? Is there any mention? There is mention of crypto. This is going to be an interesting one, by the way, guys. So far, these have never hit. He's not mentioned Bitcoin. He's not mentioned crypto in the conferences, in his speech on X, his spaces. But is tonight different when these politicians are trying to set themselves apart? Is there even room in their first debate? And it's a pretty important one. Is there going to be room to even mention crypto? So only 20% odds he'll say it because, again, it hasn't hit before. I hope it does happen. I hope either of them says it. For Kamala, only 10% odds. In fact, you know what? At that rate, why wouldn't you take the Kamala bet there? If one mentions it, certainly the other's going to. So 20% chance Trump mentions crypto or Bitcoin, 10% chance Kamala does. I would take the Kamala bet here. Easy. If Trump mentions it, she's going to say it. So there's an easy, it's not a win, but anyway, DYOR, whatever. Guys, I'll be live here in about an hour and a half over on Slam X official on YouTube. It's Slam XIO over on X. Make sure you're following all these different locations. Crypto Slam IO over on X, and then again on YouTube. Well, that's my channel, but Slam X official. That's the YouTube channel for Chain Reactor. Again, coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Not a ton going on, so we're just going to get into today's topics, but get a little more in depth with that stuff. Of course, it'll be a spaces as well. So if you guys want to come up and chat, come up and chat. All right, we went a little long. Damn, dude. I started late, went long. I don't know what happened today, but I guess some stories I felt a little passionate about. Captain Kong, good to see you, man. Mike Bennett, good morning. Yeah. Mike's saying it's messed up the FNSEC. Again, looking back to seeing how much money they're making by attacking the crypto space. 4.6 billion? Again, looking for motives. Why are they so anti this? Protecting their buddies, protecting the status quo, and making a lot of money all the while. So, yeah, sometimes maybe obvious here. Mr. D, Kamala doesn't know how many pennies are in a dollar. Mention Bitcoin and she'll pass out and fall off the stage, man. I hope she mentions it. I do. So we might stream it. I don't know if it'll stream here on Inside NFTs or if it'll be on Slam X. I think probably here because it'll probably be here. And I probably only want to do it if Joe or Henry wants to do it too. So we'll see. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, I will let you go, but see you hopefully shortly over on Chain Reactor. come chat. It'd be fun to have a good discussion about the space. Any topic is good, is fair game. That's that. Have a great morning, guys. We'll see you.